What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh and I am just your average Joe day trader. Well, it is the end of the market day on Monday, coming back from this weekend, and I'm going to tell you, it was a lot of green today. I think that, we had the Sunday Night Live last night. We talked about a gap up.
Red light camera ahead.
And a red light camera ahead. We talked about a gap up from the S&P 500. It wasn't significant, it wasn't huge, but it was enough to show me that there was the potential for the market to run up today, which is exactly what it did. And I always say the market is based more on emotion than it is based on the technicals nowadays. So if you are just getting into the market for the first time or learning how to trade the market as a day trader, a swing trader, a long-term investor, you're gonna find that the biggest thing to understand and how to navigate is basically buy the rumor and sell the news, because there's so much emotion in the market that causes the market to run one way or another that you have to understand, you have to know and learn how to trade against the news, the rumors, the tweets, the social media posts, etc. For example, today, why is a lot of things, a lot of different sectors pumping today? I'm going to tell you why. Two big things happen in the news today. Maybe not even in the news, right? Not like Fox News, CNN, NBC, ABC. We're talking about social media, X, Trump's free speech source, whatever. I don't know what that thing's called. Freedom source. I don't know what his social media platform is, but whatever that is, True X Social, whatever. He announced that he had a great call with the Chinese president, that the president invited Trump, the President Xi invited Trump to come to Beijing to meet with him, which is going to take place, I think, in April. And also that Trump extended the same invitation to President Xi, but for him to come to the United States later in the year. So we're going to have two coffee times, one in Beijing in April and one here at the White House somewhere later in the year. But that is good news, right? Because they both agree and understand it's time to come to common ground. You may hear some motorcycles roaring in the background over here. And they both agree that it's time to come to some sort of a fair agreement or negotiation on the trade deals so that we can put the US and China trade negotiations, the tariffs, all that stuff to bed already. I mean, it's been a year. It's time to move on, all right? Nobody's benefiting from the craziness of the ups and downs of it, including the stock market and us as retail day traders or swing traders, whichever one you happen to be, or even a long-term investor. So I'm happy to see that that is going to be shut down. They're going to work that all out. Maybe, right? Because it is just on social media. It's not an actual solidified process yet, but we'll wait and see what happens. But it did cause the market to be pretty excited. The quantum stocks today were running up. QUBT, QBTS, QS, Rigetti, RGTI, all of them were pumping today. And I'm in a lot of those long term, so I'm very happy to see them pumping because I'm watching my account continue to get back to where it was about 3 weeks ago as it pumps back up. So I'm not disappointed at all. Very happy about that. You should be too. But I will also say that today, based on that news, and not that news alone, but based on that news, quote unquote news, 18 of the 21 average Joe day trader best day trade stocks, okay, from this list right here, were pumping green all morning. There were more opportunities to make money today in the market, just in the HADT best day trade stocks, than we've seen in the last at least week and a half, probably 2 weeks. And I know that I called out in the Discord how many were running green. Hopefully everybody made money today. For me, it's good old faithful. APLD, Applied Digital. I got into APLD this morning at $21.29. That's where I saw my confirmation in the candles at the bottom when it opened and it dropped to 21.08, 21.09. I saw the candles pulling back up. I had my confirmation in my candlestick. I looked at the 5 minute, I looked at the 15 minute. My entry was 21.29, 21.30. I rode it all the way to 22.40. I saw it turn. I had a red candle confirming for me it was going to pull back, and I sold it. I made $1,100 on APLD this morning, and guess what? 2 candles later, confirmation of a reversal of the down. It turned and it went all the way back up, and on my notes here, it went to a high of $23.69. That was as of like 1 o'clock. It even is pumping at the close, and I don't even know what the actual close was for APLD today. I'll put it up here on the screen, but an incredible day for APLD. 2 significant, great opportunities to make money in APLD. I played the one, and I did not play the second one because I put my money in something else that I was playing today. In the Discord, called it out. I believe a few people jumped in and out of it with me, but it was one of those runners today that had some news, and it is a company called INHD is the stock ticker. There was news that came out about 8:30 this morning for INHD, right? I'm not as super familiar with it, so I got to make sure I say the ticker correct so you can go take a look at it. But they had news about a partnership with another stock ticker INNO, and a company called Megabyte Solutions. It's a Web3, like AI-based technology company that basically works through software and engineering, and it was incredible news. And I got into this one. It was at $1.49 and rode it up. I took my first 50% profit at $2.31. I let the rest of my shares run, but then I saw it halt. This thing halted like 5 times. So I took my second leg of profit, sold out the rest of my shares at $3.32. I made just shy of $300 on it. A nice positive run, nice entries, nice exits. And guess what? At the closing bell, it was like 53 cents. It turned around and ran all the way back down. It sold all the way off. So very happy, got in and out of that one. And because I did really well in APLD this morning, I felt I could go ahead and splurge a little bit. And I bought a couple hundred shares. I only bought 200 shares of this INHD. And go look at the chart. It's pretty incredible. I'll put it up on the screen. You can see it. But man, beautiful run up. A lot of people thought it was going to continue to run up into the closing and through the overnight. But I saw something different, and I say it all the time. See profit, take profit. I saw my profit, took my profit. I didn't want to be super greedy. Ravi in the Discord had already been saying like, hey bro, this thing's up 160%. How much more profit do you want to take on this thing? And so that's when I sold off my first target, my first 100 shares, and then waited a little bit later and was thinking, do I let it run a little bit more? Nope, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. And Ravi basically would say to me, you're crazy. So Ravi in the Discord, thank you for being a voice of reason for me, brother. You called me off the ledge. And because of that, I was able to put the money in the bank, and I should be tipping my waiter. So thank you for being the voice of reason for me. The SPY held very, very well today. Okay, we had specific targets we needed to get up and stay over. In pre-market, the SPY was at 659.52. I had set it and called my levels that we needed to get above 662 and hold. We absolutely did. We actually got at around 1:50 in the afternoon a double top at 669.75. We had a bit of a pullback, and then I believe it turned and ran back up again. Here's where we closed on the S&P 500 today, but just an incredible, incredible run. So listen, if you didn't make money today, drop me a comment and let me know what happened. What were you in? What caused you not to? And for many people that are bag holding, a lot of the stocks that you're bag holding are coming back. And like I said, you've got to be patient. Now, I'm going to make a prediction here. This is not financial advice. This is in no way me saying I've got a crystal ball or knowing anything more than just based on my own charting, my own analysis, looking at support and resistance levels, understanding the candlestick patterns. But I'm going to tell you what I believe is going to happen this week is that we're going to have this basic smelt up of the S&P 500. You're going to see it continue to run into Thanksgiving. And then I think we're going to see another pullback on the S&P 500 to retest some lower levels. and then potentially turn and start to run back up. I don't know that for sure. I'm just telling you based on the patterns, what I'm seeing in the trend. I think that we're going to have a nice continuation of this green day today, and then we're going to see some pullbacks. So just be careful. Make sure you're charting your, support and resistance levels. Understand where they're going, where they're coming from. I try to share in most of my videos my current levels for the S&P 500 and what I'm seeing, and in some of the bigger plays that I do. I love my box strategy. Matter of fact, I had somebody ask me today in the Discord to share another video about the box strategy. I'm going to create a video for box strategy and throw it out there. Overall, an incredible market day, and I really do hope you made money in the market today. Tesla was running super green today. Google new all-time highs. I think it was Paulette called it out in the Discord. Google hit new all-time highs, and I think Google's just going to continue to run based on what they are doing. So overall, just an incredible market day. I really do hope you made money today. If you did, drop a comment. Let us know. What did you get in? What did you get out? Where did you make money? How did you do? Hit that subscribe button. If it's your first time here and you're new to the channel, hey, we are all about making money. There's a set list of the best day trade stocks I put out there. Here's the list again. If you didn't catch it before, go ahead and pause here, take a screenshot, take a picture of it. These are the ones you should be charting and looking at every day. Like I said, 18 out of the 21 on the list today were super green and running really, really well today. Great opportunity to make a lot of money. I hope you did. If you're new here to the channel, thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. If you're interested, there's a description below. In the description is a link where you can join our Discord, become part of the AJDT family. Would love to have you in there. We had an awesome day in the Discord today, for sure, 100%. A lot of fun, a lot of call-outs, a lot of things going on. It was a good day. It was a good day today. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Josh out. Peace.